Hello students, welcome to the class of Commerce ISC class 12th chapter number 4 banking latest trend. In the previous class we have covered RTGS and EFT. Today we are going to cover the main forms of electronic banking. Okay, how electronic banking takes place. We have discussed what is e-banking in the previous class. Today its form we are going to study now. So first form is electronic fund transfer. What is this electronic fund transfer? See, in this system the funds can be transferred from one account to another account. Okay, so like wages and salaries are paid, then through transfer from one account, like Dhampur sugar mill. Okay, it's an industry, so the salaries are paid directly into the bank account of the employees. Okay, so the main advantage is the transaction doesn't take place in cash, so there is no worry regarding the misplacement of cash. Okay, so check is deposited into the bank account of the employee by the employer. Like we teachers get the salary through transfer of money, okay, directly in our bank account. Okay, and in the same way you can make the expenses directly, like loan payment of loan installment. You need not to go bank again and again, automatically the amount will be debited. Okay, is this point clear? On the standing order of the customer, like there is LIC provided by the central government, and the amount of premium is deducted automatically from the bank account. Is this clear? So we need not to worry of cash in electronic fund transfer system. Is this clear? It's very easy and less time consuming, and automatically the amount is credited when received and debited when any payment is made. Is this clear? So advantages very easy, you can read it. Okay, payment are made on due dates as I told you, and there is no loss in transit because mishandling doesn't take place, so the cash doesn't get lost, isn't it? Then transactions are effortless, automatically transaction takes place on time. Then second one is automatic teller machine, ATMs. And what to tell you, you already know about the ATMs, isn't it? Earlier there was, when there was no ATMs, then the work was performed manually. Now it's in electronic form. So earlier only withdrawal facility was available in ATMs. Now there is depositing facility as well. Okay, you can deposit money directly in ATM to your bank account or to any other account whom you know. Okay, so it's again very cheaper and less time consuming. Moreover, now machines are there for printing the passbook, isn't it? You know the difference between cash book and passbook. So the amount can be entered, or the transactions can be done through these machines. Okay, so now bank, as I have already told you, the banking system has changed dramatically. Okay, there's lot of improvement. So many machines are being installed by different banks. Then the source is third form is debit card. What is this debit card? You already know, like your ATM card, it's a debit card which is used for making payment, and many of you before lockdown may be using your ATM cards for making online payments, isn't it? When you have to purchase goods online, either you what you used to do, either you make the payment through your debit card, na they ask for the ATM card number and then the date of expiry, isn't it? Or you, when you transfer to the account of, like if you are having Amazon account, then you will be making payment, so you are using that ATM card. What is that? That is a debit card, isn't it? This debit card you can produce on the shop and purchase the goods, but the thing is that shop should have terminal facility. You might have seen a machine, swiping machine, on which the debit earlier credit card was swiped. Now debit card machines are also there where debit card is swiped and the amount is automatically deducted and you can purchase goods. Is this clear? And this ATM card or the debit card is also used to withdraw money from the ATM. Now what are the features of debit card? You need to have the debit card, and how it is possible when you have a bank account. Okay, you have to deposit the money, and you know it contains the name, expiry date, address of the card holder. Okay, but you don't get the credit facility. That means you can withdraw up to the amount which is there in your bank account. Okay, you know credit facilities when you overdraw it, and it removes the problem of carrying cash, because once you carry cash with you, you always feel unsafe that the cash may be misplaced, isn't it? But in case if your debit card is misplaced, you can cancel your debit card and issue the new debit card, isn't it? And the amount cannot be withdrawn until and unless you know the password, isn't it? And whenever the money is being withdrawn or deposited, you get the information through message on your mobile. And when you do shopping from certain debit cards, you get the facility of discount as well online, isn't it? Now credit card. Now every person cannot have the credit card. For having a credit card, the person need to have a good reputation, then only this credit card is provided. Is this clear? By the bank. It's a overdraft facility. I have already told you about credit card, you know about it. Okay, so the holder of the card can purchase goods and services, use in hotels, restaurants for making payment. Is this clear? And you need not to deposit the money. To a certain limit you get a credit facility, and up to that you can make use of that credit card. Is this clear? And again, that card contains the name, photo, signature of the customer. Okay, issued by the bank. And every card is having a validity, isn't it? Since debit card is also having a validity, you can see today itself when you ask your parents to for the ATM card, and you just look through it in front side and back side. Okay, you know, I know you students are very smart, present students are very smart. Okay, what I can tell you about these things, you know already. You may be knowing more than me in this case. So what are the features? The credit card is given only to the person who is having good reputation. Okay, then you need not to deposit the money in advance. So all these you go through it. I have already explained these points. Basis of difference is not that much important, but you can just go through the basis of difference between debit card and credit card. Okay. Now moving on to the next topic, that is tally banking. In this system, the bank account is linked with the telephone of the computer of the bank. Is this clear? And all the information is given through the telephone. Is this clear? So customer get the information of the balance through the telephone. Is this point clear to you? Then the next form of e-banking is core banking solution, CBS. You might have heard CBS branches. So you can with this service, the customer becomes the user of all the same banks which are having CDS facilities. With this CBS facility, the customer becomes the customer of bank rather than the customer of a branch. What is the difference? See, now there's PNB branch in Dhampur. There are 3 branches of PNB. So the person who is having the bank account can go and make transaction in any of the bank. At initial time, he or she may have opened the bank account in one branch, but with the help of CBS facility, the person can use any of the branch all over the India which is CBS, having CBS facility. Students, earlier this CBS facility was not available. Is this clear? Now all the banks like PNB, so wherever their branches are, they are linked together and the system is centralized. Is this point clear to you? They are linked with each other. Earlier it was not as such. All the branches were not CBS branches. Okay, many branches manual work was performed and they were independent branches. Is this clear? They were operating and they were giving all the information at the end of the accounting year. But now every transaction processed through CBS branches are being stored at one central point, and through that central computer all the branches are linked. Is this clear? So you can go in any of the branch, anywhere you can deposit the money. Is this clear? Earlier this facility was not available, but since your birth time, I can say, most of the students, from that time onwards this facility is available. Okay, so you can ask your parents regarding this, whether earlier there was CBS facility or not. So you just have communicate with your parents and ask what was the banking system earlier and what is the banking system now. Okay, so what is the difference? I think you should be aware of these things as you are commerce student, as well as in our day-to-day life we should have the knowledge of all these public utilities available for us. Okay, so the transaction become speedy, and wherever you want, you can update your passbook. Is this clear? And no one can deny you. Is this clear? If any person denies not to perform your work, you can go to other branch and you can complain about that person in other branches as well. Okay, the personnel who is not performing their work properly. So this is the benefit of CBS branches. You can withdraw cash from any of the bank. Okay, any of the bank available in the country which is having CBS facility. Okay, now almost all the banks are having this CBS facility. Okay, few banks in the remote areas may not have, or local banks may not have that CBS facility. Rest all the nationalized bank are having this facility. Okay, now the next one is mobile banking, and that is banking through mobile. And nowadays it is very common banking, like you can perform the operation with the help of mobile apps are there, internet facility. You can make the transaction by yourself, and you will get all the detail of the debits and credit in your mobile phone. Okay, next one is SMS alert, and this facility you are aware because it is practical to you. You may be seeing your parents mobile and the messages are coming regarding the banks, that and you ask your parent to make the expense, or when you withdraw the money or deposit the money, or when you make expense online, automatically OTP comes to your mobile, one time payment option comes to your mobile. Yes or no? Nowadays students themselves are good enough. Yes or no? They are doing, because now only this facility is available. Earlier it was not there, so it's not a question that the earlier students were not that much like when I studied, these function, these mobile phones were there, but not this facilities were not available. Okay, banking has gone undergone a great change. Okay, and most of the thing is online, so you see it like the real world, what it has present. Okay, but when you go just 15 to 20 years back, this these things were like not imagined by the usual persons, which is true at present time. Okay, so whenever the transaction is taking place, you get a message on your mobile phone, that is known as SMS alert. uh, Nominal amount is deducted yearly, like expense of around 50, or I think 100 rupees are being deducted in a year for this facility. Is this clear? So a lot of thing, like you are using mobiles for knowing your balance, how much balance is there in your bank account. Okay, and for issuing new checkbooks. Okay, so all the transaction can be done through the mobile banking, and you need not to visit the bank every now and then. Okay, for making expenses, okay, for making payments, this mobile banking is used. Okay, so you need to have the knowledge of browsing the internet. You need to have applications, apps of the bank, with the help of which you can perform the work. You need to have internet facility. Okay, now the last topic of this chapter, that is bank draft. And here is the specimen of bank draft you can see in your book. My dear students, now when you will pass out from your 12th class and you go to colleges, so when you want to make payment to college for your fees, they are not going to collect the cash. They will ask you to deposit bank draft. As the name suggests, bank draft, that means it is made on the demand of the customer. It is also known as demand draft. So for having bank draft, you may have account or you may not have account. If you don't have account, then also this bank draft will be made by depositing cash, and there will be service charges of the bank for providing this facility, and different banks are having different charges. So some are charging 50 rupees, some are charging 78 rupees. It differ from bank to bank. Okay, this, so you can have bank account, then automatically the amount will be deducted. And like a check, you may have seen check at your home, checkbook is there, you can see the check is a similar way, but it is printed. The bank draft is printed. In checkbook you are filling by yourself. Bank draft, it is printed and duly signed by the manager of the bank. Okay, so this is what bank draft. For this bank draft you need to go to bank and fill a form of bank draft. Okay, and deposit money if you are not having the cash, sorry, if you are not having the bank account, so you have to deposit the cash with the cashier. And if you are having bank account, the amount will be deducted automatically from your bank account. Is this clear? It is the safest manner of transferring the amount from one place to another place, because it contains the name of the person to whom amount is to be paid. Is this clear? So the amount is directly credited to that person account to whom he has to receive. Okay, so bank draft is an negotiable instrument under Negotiable Instrument Act 1881. Safest way. Okay, you can give it through post, through courier. Okay, and there is no risk of dishonor. Why? Because amount is already paid, then only this bank draft is made. Otherwise, like in check, you can give check of higher amount, and if you don't have that much amount in the bank, it becomes dishonor, but not in case of bank overdraft. Okay, okay students, then there are features. It's a safest manner of making the payment from one place to another place, and there are certain charges of the bank, and there's no danger of dishonor. So these are the features of bank draft. Now again, bank draft you have to fill the form. Now when this process is done through online, okay, because now this bank draft you can get from bank online also. Okay, okay student, so that's it. We have completed chapter number 4. Now you have to attempt the questions of the exercise. Very small exercises, they only 3-4 questions are there. You have to attempt those questions as your homework. You have to do it in fair copy. Now in next lecture I am going to give you some questions. Okay, you have to do those questions as well. They are important from board perspective. So I will start giving you chapter wise questions from the past board examinations, which you have to do as your homework when there is a break for the online classes. Is this point clear to you? And you have to study nicely. See student, you don't see other class students. This is your board session. You have to give board examination, so you have to study. Don't see others. There has been no information, official information from the board, that there will be deduction in the syllabus. So once the school get reopen, then when everything becomes normal, there will be huge burden if you're not utilizing the present time, and if you are wasting the present time. So make sure you study nicely, you do your homework. Okay, I will give you project works as well for your board examination. You have to do it nicely. You have sufficient time, you are at home, do your work. Now even mark it has been open. Most of the shops are allowed to reopen. So slowly the things will come to normalcy. So you have to be prepared, otherwise lot of burden will fall on you if you waste this time. Okay. Okay students, be safe, be at home, take care, bye bye.